All right, we're gonna switch to math. So if you were still reading something, find a good stopping point in that. And then I want you to get out your dry erase marker and your, you can just write on your desk. Oh, forgot this. All right, so my guess is, based on what I've been seeing on work that we do in math, is that you are not remembering your multiplication facts. And like when I ask you questions as we're leaving, some of you are looking at me like I'm talking in a foreign language. So what we're gonna spend time today doing, and then at the end of our math time, I'm gonna give you a worksheet that has the sixes, multiplying by sixes on it. And then tomorrow we're gonna have a quiz over threes, fours, and sixes. All right? So, when we write the multiples of numbers, what are we doing? Thinking back to when we've done multiples. What is it that we do?
We are adding this number however the first number is.
We're what?
We are times.
Yeah, it's like multiplying. That's what multiple means. What's another thing that I've called it too? When we write the multiples, we are skip counting. So let's start out with our threes. What do we start with?
3.
We start with 3. Right? What's next? Do the 12 multiples. Skip counting by threes. Okay, let's skip count together. 3,
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30.
hold on. Double check. Are you correct so far? Because some of you aren't skip counting with us, so I'm just making sure. What's after 27?
30,
33, then 36. That's our 12th multiple. All right. So now let's skip count those together. Let's say those out loud. Are you ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So 3 times 1 is?
3.
3 times 2 is?
6.
Say these with me. 3 times 3 is?
9.
3 times 4 is?
12.
3 times 5 is?
15.
3 times 6 is?
18.
3 times 7 is?
21.
3 times 8 is?
24.
3 times 9 is?
27.
3 times 10?
30.
3 times 11?
33.
And then 3 times 12.
36.
Okay. You just have to start learning these, friends. We can break them apart and we can do all these things, but if you just don't know the facts, it's going to be really hard when we move on to division. Okay? So we're going to start spending some time each day practicing flashcards, practicing online flashcards. You might have to make flashcards at home to start learning these because we're moving on. All right? Now, let's think about our 4s. You can leave your 3s on your desk, that's fine. But I want you to write the multiples of 4, the 12 multiples of 4. So you're starting with 4 and you should end up with, do you know? 48. 48. Okay? Okay, let's go through those multiples of 4. 4,
8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48.
Okay, so if we look at this one right here, this would be 4 times what? Equals 28. Oops. 4 times what equals 28? Everybody.
7.
4 times 7 equals 28. What about this one? 4 times what?
9.
9 equals 36. Four times what equals 12? Everybody.
3.
3. Okay, let's skip count by our 4s all together. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. We just have to, we're to the point, we have to just memorize these. What do you think we're gonna do next? Sixes, yes. So we're gonna start with what?
6.
Awesome. We're gonna end with 72. That's the 12th multiple. So go ahead and write the multiples of 6. All right, let's skip count by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 is the next multiple.
36, 42, 48,
54, 60. So now I know I'm at 10 times 6 or 6 times 10. 66. And then 72. Okay, let's skip count through those again. Are you ready? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72. The thing with multiplication, friends, is you don't have to have flashcards. You can just practice writing this out at home at nights. You know, writing these multiples out and just learning those skip counted numbers, because then once you learn how to skip count those, it makes it easier when you're trying to figure out what 6 times 7 is, or what 6 times 9 is, or if you struggle remembering what 6 times 4 is. Okay, get these figured out, and then you can start quizzing yourself by saying, all right, six times 3. I know how to skip count by 6s. 6, 12, 18. Once you learn how to skip count by those numbers correctly, it makes it so much easier to be able to multiply it by another number. If I wanted to figure out 6 times 7, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. super important to be practicing these on your own time in addition to what we do in school. All right, now, what I'm going to have you do before we complete the worksheet assignment is on your Chromebooks, in your Google Classroom. I had sent you the link for the multiply by 6, I think it was. So go to your Chromebook. Those of you remote learners, you're going to go to your math section in the classroom. Those of you here in the classroom, you'll go to the math classroom. Okay, so this is for the remote learners. You can go to your classwork, math, and then you'll probably have to scroll down. 6s was earlier this week, so you would click on that one that says multiplication by 6s. Those of you in the classroom here, make sure you're in your math classroom. Again, go to classwork, and yours is multiply by 6s there. Wherever you're accessing this from, whether it's home or here, it's going to take you where you're just going to practice your 6s. So go ahead and start. Oops, I can't type. So fill in your name and then start and practice those. I'm going to have you practice those for 7 minutes. And then I'm going to give you the multiplying with 6 fluency and skills practice worksheet. Any questions?